Welcome, beloveds. So we're going to begin with light and ask Jesus what's most helpful, what miracles need to be performed. We'll be looking at the desire to avoid miracles. And we'll just begin by relishing that desire, the desired experience to deny miracles or avoid miracles.
What he's bringing to mind is that it seems there are some miracles that seem easier to accept, and others, just with the introduction of the desire, my heels are already digging in. I'm already, and on some occasions, a couple, I'm just like, I don't see it. I don't have that desire. I don't know what you're talking about. And then, of course, that's here at the center, so you don't get away with that.
Well, good to ask. Yeah.
So it's looking at it.
Yeah. Yeah. Ask for a miracle for the desire not to, or a miracle for the desire to avoid the miracles.
A desire not to look. A miracle for the desire not to look.
Yeah, it just feels intractable again. It's like it feels like having everything repurposed, and I'm thinking maybe I won't like how it's repurposed.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I don't like it, then it's too late. It's too late. I should have kept resisting that, because now I'm on the other side and I'm just regretting accepting that miracle. That's silly.
There's like a kind of like a pushing away The miracle.
Yeah, the word that comes to mind is like white knuckling.
What's that? White
White
knuckle?
knuckle. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I noticed that my mind just starts going all over the place like an airplane coming into land, a little plane, and it's just back and forth on the runway, and then it doesn't land, it takes off again. And it just feels like when I don't want to look at the miracle, I have to really focus and do it anyway, which sometimes is just seems really difficult.
And there's some uncertainty, like, is this going to even be effective?
Is it going to be effective to look at it?
Yeah, when I'm in that state, like that's the thought that comes up here is like, is this even going to be effective when I'm in that state of not wanting to look?
Oh, well, here at the center, I will repeat myself, you don't get away with that. If Kay is there, she's saying, okay, what are you hearing from Jesus? I don't want to look. Well, look anyway. I mean, sometimes
Right.
she's that blunt. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you look and we spent today, let's see, Lena and I spent 2 hours this morning, and then Kay came in, we spent an hour and a half. We spent another, let's see, what time we start, 2:30 to 4:30. We spent another 2 hours looking at the same desire this afternoon because neither Lena nor I were ready for a miracle.
Right. It's still faster than the avoidance. That's what I'm seeing. It's still going to be faster than the avoidance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Looking is, however long it takes. And sometimes with some of these desires, it seems like I just have to come back to them. Like the desire for self-terror. Terrorizing myself. I've gone around the block about 3 times with that one. But the thing is, going all the way to the bottom of it.
Yep. Focusing on the relishing, right?
Yep. And asking Jesus, what's he telling me? Speaking what he says, what I hear.
What was the desire to assert autonomy, to avoid the miracle or something like that?
No, it's the desire to avoid miracles.
Desire to avoid miracles.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, show us the full relishing of this desire to avoid miracles. And what does that get us? And notice it gets me a timeline. I think I can do it on a timeline.
Oh, like I could do it tomorrow if I want.
Yeah, or if I take a couple of hours and then do it some more tomorrow and maybe next week.
Oh, so kind of just take breaks whenever I feel like it.
Kind of, yeah.
But it's not really breaks. It's more like I don't want to look. So then I'm gonna distract myself.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
If I could be that aware of the distraction, it would be a whole lot easier to get back to the looking.
Mm-hmm. That's where joining is so helpful.
Yeah, because it's like you don't even notice you're not looking until like an hour later when you're by yourself.
Well, what I hear is I think I'm getting a good deal.
You think what?
I think I'm getting a good deal
Oh.
by avoiding the miracle.
Hmm.
Like, yeah.
Okay, now I'm starting to see that there's like a I want to be like them kind of thing, like a hypnotism. That's part of what motivates it. Like if I could just be a dreamer, not the dreamer of the dream, then everything would be okay. If I could just stay as the play of consciousness. Because it just feels too unstable to constantly look. Something about that feels really unbalanced.
Yeah, the experience here is that when I just go ahead and look anyway, the reward is so great that even though I avoid miracles in some cases, accepting them, I can see the gold, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and that's what I want.
That's yeah, thank you. That was good. That was good. Mhm.
Just looking at the wanting energy of avoiding miracles.
Yeah, I start to realize I don't even know what a miracle is. So why am I so afraid of it?
Okay, we're getting kind of into discussion of ideas and so forth. We really want to just focus on the relishing, not to knock your airplane out of the air there, Elliot.
No, that's fine.
That's another avoidance tactic, I've been told.
Oh, no, I'm just seeing that I can accept, like, I can let go because I don't know what a miracle is. So, this whole idea about it being something scary or that I need
Hmm.
to resist it.
Yeah, I notice I don't want to change my mind about some things.
Yeah, it feels like there's some sort of a reward in this, like for avoiding the miracles. There's some there's there's an award and a reward. I think there's a reward. because there's an idea of what it is. And I want to hold on to that.
Reward seems to be what I'm hearing is I get to do it my way. And there's a lack of acceptance that it's all flipped.
Yeah, there's also like, I mean, this is not really the value, but it's more like just seeing how it's playing, where there's like a demand for the help to be the way that I want the help.
For the what?
For the help to come in the form I want it.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That's a huge one. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot.
Yeah, I recognize this afternoon, and we were deeply looking at a desire that, okay, I'm going to look at this and then I want it to go my way. You know, there was an expectation that, okay, I'm going to look and then it's going to go the way I want it to go.
Even yesterday, I didn't even have my phone on at all, and I just was like still noticing this desire to like, okay, if I have my phone off, then things will go my way the next day. Like,
Is there more relishing of that? Like it sounds like limiting, controlling.
You know, Jesus, what else would you have us see here? I think we can go deeper.
Mhm.
Yeah, you mentioned control.
Mhm.
I'm hearing that theme.
I think
Avoiding
oh yeah,
miracle, yeah, is wanting to be in control.
there's an element that I'll be punished if I accept a miracle.
If you
So
accept a
I
miracle,
like that. I like that idea. That gives me a justification to,
you'll be punished if you accept a miracle.
yeah, and to avoid it.
Oh, that seems backwards.
Yeah.
It doesn't compute for me, but whatever.
Mm.
feels like she's getting like in touch with the upside downness of it all. That really helps.
You're a little garbled and noisy there, Elliot. I got the part where you said it looks like it's upside down.
Yeah. Just getting in touch with how upside down it is.
Yeah.
Here, here it's like a desire for a certain kind of like fantasy, like that blocks that, like, and it's so far seems to be intractable.
It's a desire for what, Elliot? To block?
For like a certain kind of fantasy, like like a fantasy, certain kind of fantasy life.
To avoiding the miracle is like
Yeah,
opting out for a fantasy life.
yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like I want it. I want that fantasy life. I want it,
Yep.
and I will go to the grave if I'm not given it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And my ego really wants to minimize the choice to not accept the miracle. Oh, well, no big deal. You know, I'll be okay. I don't want that anyway. I don't want that desire. Yeah.
Opting in for suffering instead.
Oh yeah.
Suffering.
Well,
Let's just
honey,
use
yes.
suffering.
Yeah, we looked at Dark Night of the Soul about 2 months ago, and I was like, I dug in. I'm like, I do not have that desire. I mean, I was very clear. I was sick for 8 weeks. Called Slow Learner.
Yeah, I'm seeing the ego has a desire for a horror show and it doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah.
like a endless haunted house, basically. Anyway, I don't want to
Yeah.
get too far away from the relishing.
Yeah. And I noticed that there's guilt that comes up in avoiding a miracle. And then it's like, oh boy, there's going to be hell to pay now.
Right.
Is that the, like, would you say that's like punishment?
Yeah, self-punishment.
Mhm.
But then it's
Like if I accept it or I don't, either way.
Yeah, if I accept it, there still seems to be loss. But if I really accept the miracle, there's no loss. It's like, wow, I grokked it, I got it. Wow, the whole world has changed.
oh yeah. Okay. Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like the avoidance is just not wanting to stay with it, like until it's all the way
Yeah,
cleared.
yeah,
Like there may be, a joining where there's more to see, but then rather than return to that and ask Jesus for help to continue looking and clearing it, it's like off to the next thing.
It happens so quickly too. That
What happens?
distraction.
What
The
happens so
distraction.
quickly? Oh, the distraction. Oh, geez, yes. My mind seems like water most of the time. Going in the direction of the least resistance, avoiding the miracle.
Mm.
And just bring it back and bring it back and bring it back.
Yeah, it's what I hear is just like the denial that the miracle, well, wanting, mm, see, we kind of need help with clarity on it. Because it has to do with safety. And
Feeling like you're more in your comfort zone or safe if you don't accept a miracle.
yeah, it's like it's unsafe to accept a miracle. It's like the play. It's not safe.
Mm-hmm.
It's safe.
It's so weird that by not accepting the miracle, I'm expecting everything to stay the same, like nothing's going to change and I'll be comfortable and safe.
But then I also see that I don't want to be comfortable and safe. I want to be extremely in danger because there's something exciting about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I can live like an adventure, you know, like a movie or something.
To
Or like,
accept the miracle.
no, like if I don't accept the miracle, I can live some kind of like spine
Oh,
tingling, thrilling adventure. Like,
adventurous.
yeah, like I don't know, just something really exciting.
And we love excitement and drama.
Yeah. Yeah, we think it's gonna be so peaceful. I don't usually like admitting to this part of myself, so
We've got it on video.
oh no, I know.
I'm noticing lately in some of my relationships with family that I'm not wanting a miracle. I thought I did. And the deeper I look, the more I like, no, I like this superiority thing I got going or whatever.
Oh, because it's gonna put me as an equal to them.
Huh?
Because then I'll be an equal to them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't want to be an equal.
You want to be superior?
I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know
there's
why.
I know, there's no why. Yeah.
I don't know how I establish that I am superior either.
Except that I love the fight,
Oh, the fight. Yeah.
the competition, the one-upmanship.
Hmm.
Love it, love it, love it. Avoid the miracle. I'm going to get you.
It feels like that adventure again, that thrill, that excitement. It seems like the more I look, the more I realize the ego just wants something that feels like like a like a movie of some kind.
Really like a no-win situation is what I'm hearing. It seems like a win, but it's a no-win.
Oh yeah, because in a movie somebody wins, but in life, if life is like a movie, it would just feel terrible.
yeah, getting involved with the movie, being in the movie, you know.
Yeah, it does seem to be like I want to be a character in the movie because then that gives me certain superiority either over God or other people or circumstances or something.
Yeah, and I think what I'm hearing is that we play that out in consciousness with avoiding a miracle because we don't want God to win. He's superior. We want to be superior to God. So we avoid the miracle.
If the ego had it the way that it wants it, it would choose avoiding the miracle as like a religion or something. That's what we do. We avoid the miracle at all costs. That's our religion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's like a, yeah, worshiping the avoidance.
Just, or just letting it slide by like no big deal. I tend to be, I don't know. Yeah, I can see that's what I'm being shown. I'm getting kind of an image of just not paying much attention to it. Oh, that's not what I prefer to do. I'm off. I'm going to go off and do this. Who needs a miracle? You know, it's working fine, or it's not, but I'm not going to go for a miracle.
It's weird how I can see that I don't like that and I do at the same time.
Yeah.
Like it's not that I 100% like denying the miracle. It's like I like it at first and then later I hate it.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah, that's definitely a softer way to put it because it feels like my ego is attached to hating something. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just being honest. It really wants to have hatred towards something or someone or itself. Like, that's becoming really apparent right now.
Feels kind of like we're getting down in the death wish, the choice for death.
Yeah, avoidance of a miracle. What I'm hearing is desire for death of the light.
I just heard no matter what it seems like, there's only light, but the ego is going to fight that.
What was it? There's only what now?
Oh, I just heard that no matter what it seems like, there is only light, but
Oh,
the ego is gonna fight that.
yeah.
So we can just watch it fight that.
Yeah. It's it's a reminder that we are looking at the desire, and that when we stay looking at the desire, then the it's before the experience arises.
It is feeling lighter.
Yeah. This is one where the honesty of God is the only thing that will work.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing that the root of it in the story is like, I don't remember signing a piece of paper that said, yes, I want to be here, seeming to be in a body, and then withdraw my consent from appearing here. Like so the ego, that's why the ego is so mad, because I'm getting in touch with the anger. It's very mad about this. Rage.
Mhm. Yeah, I was looking at the fear, how furious. There's just a fury.
It does feel lighter though. Like there's more of an acceptance that that's just what it is.
It just doesn't have the grip it did before. There's more
Yeah.
spaciousness about it,
Yeah.
more gentleness.
Yeah, I'm seeing now that like being angry with everything, like does it it's kind of funny actually. Like be like, I look over at the table and I'm angry with it, and I look over at the wall and I'm angry with it. And, it's just starts to become the kind of like, what does that really do?
Yeah.
The ego used to have more of an ability to kind of project that anger at a specific thing. Now it's just dispersed all over the place.
Seeing that it's coloring everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the desire to avoid the miracle is
Yeah. Yeah.
is death. Is death
Yeah.
to the right.
This is definitely a deep one. I do feel release though in the acceptance of it being deep. It feels lighter
Mm-hmm.
because there's a willingness to keep looking and to stay with the relishing. Whereas
Mm-hmm.
before it was kind of like, no, 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 I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at that. Like, I don't want to. Yeah.
So our time is up officially. We can keep going. We can ask Spirit. It feels kind of complete.
Kind of. I don't know. I heard there's a little bit more to see here together.
Yeah. Well, it seems like always.
Yeah. I feel a gentleness coming through now. Like realizing that there is a part of me that doesn't want to hate everything or be mad at everything. Because
Yeah,
once
consider I'm wrong.
it's like the futility, like you just start recognizing how futile that really is. But I do feel like a little fist clenching kind of, but it seems to be getting smaller. Oh yeah. I do see when we accept the miracle, it starts to undo it so much faster. It's like yeah.
Stuff just falls away.
And there's no why and really no how either. It's just Jesus and accept that I have all this denial. Denial, denial, denial. Yep. And basically anything I don't want to admit to is probably what's true. Like in the honesty of God. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I don't think that that the ego hates itself and wants to die, that's probably where I need to go and look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that death wish, if it's still there, we're gonna go all the way with that one. We're not gonna stop until that one's completely cleared.
It's getting smaller. It's getting smaller. It doesn't have so much magnitude anymore. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's really nice now. I can see it's like there's a thought and it's like I do want to change my mind about this situation and I don't want to change my mind. And I'm seeing how both of them, like in what's in between that is like that's that's it right there. Hmm.
Jesus, is there any more you'd have us see here? Now, it feels complete for now. I'm grateful.
Yeah. Yeah. I can tell there's gonna be some undoing, but it feels complete for now.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Night.
Good night.